Hey YouTube, it's your boy Rocket Ross. Today I'm back with the full tutorial for the wall transition done in Sony Vegas. So no further ado, if you didn't see the preview the other day, here's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, that was the wall transition. It looks really nice. A few of you guys asked me to show you how to do that in Sony Vegas, so that's what we're going to be doing. So let's jump straight to Sony Vegas. So what you're going to need is two clips of two different maps, or it doesn't have to be a different map or a different area of a map. And what you need is one of the clips to have like a solid straight wall or a pillar or something to use like that. So in the one I've got, let me just drag this in. I'm just going to quickly remove the audio, and we're just going to do the stuff of put it on YouTube HD and maintain aspect ratio no. So once you've got your two clips, what I'm going to do is just find the center of my clip because I pre-rendered it to save time. There we go. Right, so this is what you'll have, two clips like this. So the first step is to find the edge of the wall that we're going to be transitioning from into the next map. So if you use your arrow keys and go across like this, this is the wall I'm going to be using. And what you want to do is you want to find, as you can see here now, that's the edge of the wall. So that's what we're going to be wanting to use. So once you've found that spot, press S on the keyboard and you can just delete the end of the clip like that. So go to the last keyframe there and make sure it's on best and full. Click Save Snapshot to File, make sure it's on PNG and click Save. You wait a few seconds and then the image will appear in your project media. Simply drag that down to here. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just right click over here and insert another video track. Pop that on the top layer. Then on this clip, what we want to do is we want to find where the wall, let me just move across, so use your arrow keys. And you want to find where the wall is at the edge of the screen. Like so. So as you can see there on this side now, the wall is just touching there. So that's what you want to use. So you can press S on the keyboard and delete the front part like so. So now the next step is to obviously transition from map to map. So the best way to do it is you want to get this edge and then you want to mark it when it gets to the other side, if that kind of makes sense. So I use my arrow keys like this to go across, and when it finally touches to the part where you want it to come in, which is there for me, press S on the keyboard. So now you've got this section here. So what you do is we'll drag that underneath this clip, and what we want to do is we want to drag the top still image that we've taken to the same marker as that, so them two match. Now it all depends on how fast you want the transition to take place from one map to the next. For this effect, I'd recommend doing it quite fast, because then obviously you don't notice the effect happening. It looks more natural. So the way I do it is if you click on the top layer, so it's gone green like that, and then hold shift down and click on the bottom layer and then press G to group them. So now what we can do is if we hold control at the end of the clip here, a wiggly line comes up and you can shrink and stretch it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch mine so it's quite small. So now if you use the arrow keys, obviously you can still see the still shot just at the top. So that's what we're going to work on next. So on the top still shot, what you want to do is you want to click on the Event Pan Crop button. And on this one here, the first keyframe is obviously going to be the natural position of it. So what you want to do is you want to click on the last keyframe over here, zoom out a little bit, and make sure you've got it on this button over here is just move in X-axis only, so it doesn't go up and down, just to keep it in position. And then simply on your last keyframe over here, drag it to the right. So what you'll see now is this. If you use your arrow keys across, the still image moves across and the image underneath appears like so. So that's starting to look really nice now. Look, there we go. The wall transition happens like that. So now what it is that you just need to find the balance so it looks smooth. Like in these clips here, I know that I didn't record going side to side, you know, the exact same speed on the first clip and the second clip. So it's all about just adjusting the speed of the clip. So if I just drop this down so you can see preview, we'll just drop it on quarter while we're recording, and you press play, and obviously this WMD clip is looking pretty nice. I've sped that bit up, and then obviously this bit's quite slow as well. So all you need to do is hold control on the end of the clip, so you see the wiggly line again, and simply drag it to the left and shrink it. And I'll probably do the same on the WMD part. Hold control and pull it in like that. So now if we watch it go across, looking pretty good. But obviously I'd still say move this WMD bit a bit smaller, like so, just to give it like so. I won't keep doing it, but it's just all it is for you guys is just trying to match the speed throughout the whole of the clips, like so. Then what I did is I kind of added like a bit of movement. It kind of looked like the screen was panning a bit diagonally, if that makes sense. It's a bit hard to explain. So what you want to do is render that section out, and then once you've got the rendered section out, then what you want to do is drag it back into Sony Vegas. So this one's mine up here, I think. Yeah, just get rid of the audio. So the best way to do this, I mean, you can use some kind of active camera from New Blue or do it in After Effects, but the way I did it on this one is if you click the event pan crop button, first of all you want to put it on maintain aspect ratio no, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drag the video like this to make it smaller, so you've only got the center of the screen. You don't need to do it loads, but that was looking good for me. So on the first keyframe, what we're going to do is we're going to tilt it all the way to the left like that, keeping your two corners like that. See, that's creeping out a bit. Just bring that in a little bit. So you do it like that, and then on the last keyframe, we're going to tilt it all the way to the other side, like so. So now, if you were to go across, you start to see it kind of adds this floating feeling. I don't know really how to describe it, but it makes it look like the camera's got movement and kind of pans. So yeah, obviously you saw the preview at the beginning. Looks really nice, and that's really the basics of how to do the wall transition. So yeah, you know, I'll put these clips that I've got in the downloadable link, so if you don't have a capture card, you can practice with this one. Obviously feel free to use your own clips, and you know, feel free to post a video response. So you know, if you guys found this helpful, if you did like it, you know, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're a new subscriber, as always, you know, feel free to check out my channel. I've got loads of great tutorials on there, and that's it, guys, really. So thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.